Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, today we are obviously sitting in front of the openers again, and we're again going to be talking about 5 openers. This time, it's going to be the 5 best openers. The last video that I did was the 5 worst garage door openers ever made, and we discussed and went down the line, and I asked you guys to vote on which ones they were, so yeah, we discussed and went down the line. And this time, I asked you guys to vote on the 5 best openers ever made. So we're going to talk about those today, and let's get started. So as an aside note, completely unrelated to the topic that we're going to be discussing, but I actually cleaned up this cord a little bit. There was a huge bundle of cord right here. So I actually just wrapped that cord around the entire room, and it goes all the way through here, and it was just barely long enough to come out right there. So, and then I still got the other cord right here. So that I kind of cleaned up, and it's back behind there now. So yeah, if I end up getting a rail, whichever opener is on the rail will probably be over here, and I'll have to put an extension cord because I thought there was an outlet back here, but it's only a 2-prong outlet. So yeah, but anyway, let's go ahead and start talking about the openers. So this is number 5. This is the 5th best opener ever made, and that goes to the Chamberlain 7200. So yeah, the 7200 was a very solid opener. There was nothing fancy about it. You know, it was a chain drive, it was loud, it was made in the early to mid 90s. But it was just a solid opener. You'd put them in and they would last for a long time. It's the same opener as the LiftMaster 1260, and it was a billion code opener, and the 390 megahertz opener was the 7220, and then which is the same as also the LiftMaster 1265. Most of the openers that we're going to talk about in this video are Chamberlain made openers, so yeah, they have some sort of twin, I guess. So, anyway, Chamberlain 7200 was a solid opener, and that's the 5th best. Number 4, this is the 4th best opener ever made, and that goes to the LiftMaster 3850P. This was another pretty reliable opener, but the reason that this one gets so much credit is just because of how quiet and smooth it was. This one would never, shake a lot as it would go down. It would never jump really that much that I know of. And they were also practically silent. They were a DC belt drive opener that was, it was a Security Plus opener. So it was made in kind of the late 2000s. But yeah, very quiet opener and a good choice for, houses with rooms above the garage. So, yeah, very awesome opener. Now, number 3, this is another LiftMaster opener, and some argue that this could be the best opener ever made and the best opener that LiftMaster ever made, and it is definitely one of the best. But this opener is indeed the LiftMaster 2500. Another extremely quiet DC belt drive opener from Chamberlain / LiftMaster. The 2500 or the 3500, they're the same opener, except the 3500 is the 315 megahertz version, and the 2500 is the 390 megahertz version. Both great options, just for, like I said, extremely quiet and extremely smooth. Not great for huge, heavy wood doors, but overall a really good opener that would be reliable. You'd put them in, and they would last for a long time. And they came with a lot of nice features, such as the 98LM smart panel, which was the top of the line at that point, except for the, I can't remember the model number, but it was the smart control panel, the older version of the 880LM. But yeah, the 2500, very, very great opener. So yeah, that was the second best. That was the 3rd best. The 2nd best is what we're going to talk about right now. And this opener is actually kind of surprised me, but it's the only Genie opener on this list. And it's the really old screw drives. They're no specific model, but all of the Genie screw drives made before 1995, also known as the ones that were not IntelliCode that had a clutch in them. Now, most of these weren't quiet. Most of these were not quiet. I mean, you can occasionally find a really quiet one, but these weren't known for being quiet, but they were known for their, they were known for their reliability. I mean, these things were monsters. They could pretty much lift anything. You could put them on a heavy wood door, and they would do just fine. You could put them on a lightweight door, they would do just fine. These things could really lift anything. You know, as long as the door has good springs, they could pretty much lift anything. So yeah, that was the Genie screw drives, the old ones, the really old ones. This one is a good one too, but this one does not have a clutch in the back of it, as you can tell. So yeah, and some of the newer Genie screw drives are not that good, but the really old ones are the best ones. So yeah, here it is. This is the first one. You might have been able to tell if you looked at the comment section on the post. And this opener, the first place opener of the best, and that goes to the LiftMaster 3280. Otherwise known as this opener sitting right here. So yeah, this was a super reliable, quiet AC belt drive. And these things, man, I mean, I'll just give you a run. I mean, you can just tell. What is there not to love about this unit? It's quiet, it's smooth, it's relatively quick, I guess. You know, it's not like Genie Accelerator quick, but it's not slow. And yeah, and these things would just last forever. They were almost kind of like the old Genie screw drives. They wouldn't be good on a heavy wood door because the belts would strip out, but they were super reliable options. So yeah, LiftMaster 3280, also the LiftMaster 2280, which is the same opener except it's 390 megahertz. The 3280 is 315, and that's a 3280, not a 2280. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the 5 best openers. And I'm going on a trip soon to see some of my family and cousins in West Virginia. And I will be making a little, you know, update video on the 6x7 Haas door, which is up there at my uncle's house. And I'm not sure of any other videos that I'll be making. Yeah, I can't think of anything. But maybe there will be a surprise video up there. Who knows? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.